Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got the San Francisco Giants. This offseason, the Giants were finally able to connect on some bigger free agent signings. First of note is Korean superstar Jung-Hoo Lee, who they signed to a 6-year, $113 million deal. Lee is a career 340 hitter in 7 seasons in the KBO and is also an extra base machine. Next, we got All-Star slugger and 2021 World Series MVP Jorge Soler. Last year, Soler hit 36 home runs and drove in 75 RBI for the Marlins. Soler will give the Giants much needed power bat to stick in the middle of the lineup, and even has fared well in Oracle Park with a career 929 OPS in his new home. On the pitching side, the Giants will go into their season with Logan Webb as their ace, as they wait for newly acquired 2021 Cy Young Award winner Robbie Ray. Ray will be coming off of Tommy John surgery but is expected to make his debut mid-season. Another pitching acquisition the Giants made was fireballer Jordan Hicks, who will attempt to move from the bullpen into the starting rotation in 2024. No need to worry though, Giants fans, as their back end of the bullpen will be anchored by twin brothers Taylor and Tyler Rogers. Beyond them, the Giants will rely on 25-year-old closer Camilo Doval, who posted a career-high 39 saves in 2023. Now let's take a deeper look at how the Giants roster will shake out in 2024. Alright guys, let's get into the Giants today. Jung-Hoo Lee,
Yep.
big acquisition, and he got paid. Also, they added Soler, like I said in the intro. Other than that, offensively looks pretty much the same. Blake, what do you got?
Yeah, obviously Jung Ho Lee was one of the big bats on the board. Contact hitter, gonna slap the ball around. It's uh it's an interesting lineup for sure. Jorge Soler definitely lengthens that lineup. Um Patrick Bailey, an up and coming catcher, hit for some power last year. Yastrzemski's got some potential to return to form. Obviously, Conforto had a decent year in his first year with the Giants, but yeah, there's definitely some room for improvement. Obviously, their bench is just okay. They bring in Otto Lopez from the Jays, kind of utility guy, for them. JD Davis, kind of guy that can play either corner. The lineup's not the sexiest, but it's definitely got it's just okay.
Yeah, I mean, Wilmer Flores at third base. I don't really see that happening. I think it's going to be more
No.
so a platoon at first base. I'm
Right.
pretty sure Wilmer Flores played less than 30 games at third base last year, so
Yeah.
I don't see a world where he's playing there every day.
No.
And he DH most of the time for them. So also you got JD Davis. I think that's your starting third baseman.
Yeah.
And he's not great defensively. So maybe Matt Chapman
Yep.
incoming.
It
Bob
could
Melvin's there.
it could be. Well, yeah, reunited with Melvin. That's the direction I was gonna go. Like that makes so much sense, right?
Let's go over to the free agent tracker here.
Oh.
Right?
I
Where's it at? I'm
don't know.
tripping.
I don't know.
Maybe we go up here.
That's okay.
There we go. Oh, no. I had it all ready to go, and I guess not anymore. We'll go here.
All right.
All right.
Technology.
Yeah. And unsigned. We got there, people. We got there.
No, you
All
went to
right.
signed. You went to
And I
signed.
click signed. Unsigned. All right. Here we go.
There you go.
Matt Chapman is expected to make $20 million. 4 years, 80 mil is what they think he's gonna get. If you're a
Yep.
Blue Jays fan, what was that deal the Blue Jays offered him?
I think it was 5 years, 4 or 5 years, 100 mil. I kind of think he regrets turning that down, to be honest. I'm just gonna flat out say.
Yeah.
I don't think I think he overestimated his market a little bit. Thought he was gonna get more. But yeah, if the Giants are in the ballpark of spending 18 to say 22 mil, I think that makes sense. Um, Platinum glove at third base, one of the best defensive third basemen, just won another Gold Glove this year. Um, yeah, and he can still hit for power. Hits doubles. Yeah, that move makes a lot of sense. It's way better than what they have right now.
Yeah, I got this dialed up for us, so don't worry.
There's the
We got
payroll.
uh we got a payroll of 164. So they
Yeah,
have money to do it.
yeah,
For some reason, I'm from California. So for those of you listening, there's been a bad rap on San Francisco throughout this past year in baseball, saying the city's kind of gone to crap since COVID, stuff like that. I will say, yeah, there is somewhat of a homeless problem there, but it's a beautiful city still. There is still places where you can raise your kids and
yeah.
be safe and all of that. I mean, that doesn't stop people from going to New York, right?
Right.
So,
100%.
with that said, I just think that's it's kind of BS in my opinion.
Right.
Um, so I think that Matt Chapman, familiar with the Bay Area, he played with the A's. So if he
Yep.
played with the A's, I think he'll be okay in San Francisco. Um, I think that it's the perfect fit and they have money to do it. Let's go back to,
Let's look at their pitching.
yeah, let's see if I can get there. Giants depth charts. Here, let's do it this way. Be a lot quicker that way.
Yep.
All right. We got Logan Webb at the top.
Yep.
Jordan Hicks was signed, was a reliever for the past couple of years, throws 101 miles per hour, and it's going to be interesting to see him in a rotation. I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah. So
Um,
do you think he can up? It's obviously going to be tough to maintain the 102 every single 5 days, but
mhm,
he hasn't been a starter in, I think, like 3, 4 years, right? Because he was kind of starter reliever, then he battled some injuries, strictly a reliever last year, got traded to the Jays, and obviously, they signed him to a 4 year deal to be a starter. So, yeah,
mhm,
it's he's still young enough, and he doesn't have a lot of a tread on that arm, like not a lot of wear and tear on that arm. So, yeah, that definitely is going to be an interesting option. And obviously, they brought in Robbie Ray. They ate the money from that contract. So, and he's obviously injured right now. So, it'll be interesting to see when he comes back. Obviously, that's a big ad. Won the Cy Young a couple years ago with the Jays, and yeah, I think that was a really good ad. Obviously, Seattle's was in a position to clear some money off the cap. Don't know what they're clearing money for. Maybe a Blake Snell type arm to replace that money with. But yeah, it's a big ad for the Giants.
yeah. For Jordan Hicks, I would disagree that there isn't wear and tear because every time you do 101, there's going to be a lot of wear and tear there. So, um, just on that, it kind of concerns me that he's going to try to be a starter now. It just kind of it seems like it's going to be one of those things where I mean, you look at like a Jacob deGrom, he throws 101, throws 100.
Yeah,
He's on his what second TJ?
yeah,
So Shohei 100, second TJ.
yeah,
Nate Eovaldi, high 90s, second T had two TJs. All right.
yeah.
So, I'm not trying to wish anything, obviously,
But like
on
those
Hicks. It's just
guys.
those hard throwing guys. I mean, it's just what the wear and tear is
But
there.
do you think it helps Hicks that he doesn't throw a lot of sliders and a lot of splitters? Like the Grom throws a lot of sliders, Shohei throws a lot of splitters. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, because it all has to do with your how your body's built, right? I
Right.
mean, it's a wear and tear injury. It's not
Yeah.
you know, I mean, yeah, splitters. I mean, it's not proven, but it can be
Right.
a reason why you would have to get TJ. But anyways, I'm a little concerned there. Robbie
Yeah.
Ray's coming off of TJ, and he's
Yeah.
going to be ready midway through the season. I think this rotation is going to be pretty nice. I could
Yep.
see them adding another arm. A Michael Lorenzen makes sense.
Totally.
I think Michael Lorenzen is like the perfect guy for anybody that's trying to add a number 3, 4 type starter that's going to eat innings.
Yep.
Jordan
Right.
Montgomery, that's another one.
Mm-hmm.
You add Blake Snell to this. Now I'm thinking like maybe Giants are second place in the division if they add one of those guys, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
yeah, like this team is obviously built from the mound out. Like that's
Yeah.
you can tell. Like even look at that bullpen, right? Doval bursted on the scene last year as a elite closer, right?
Yeah.
And you bring in Taylor Rogers. Now that's a cool story. Like that's a really cool story. I mean, both brothers on on the
Yeah.
Giants. Tyler Rogers obviously got that funky delivery. There you look at those projections for those for those relievers again.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We'll go
But
back to their last year stats, kind of give you a
yep,
realistic what that bullpen looks
it's a
like.
good
It's going to
bullpen.
be an in between that and the high projections that Fangraphs provide. So,
Yep,
it's a very good bullpen, like you said.
yep,
Luke Jackson's underrated.
yep.
He's been doing it for a couple of years now. And yeah, Alex Cobb, another guy. Hip surgery. I
I
don't know what the
forgot.
timeline
I
is.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure what the timeline is for that though. So,
Yeah, it's a tough injury to
pencil
come
him in at
back.
some point.
Yeah, and he's about to be 37 too, so that'd be something to keep an eye on for sure. But yeah, the lineup could use another bat in there for sure.
Yep.
100%.
All right, let's go look at some projected standings if I can get there again. Oh,
Standings. Oh,
here we
there
go.
we go.
And then we are here. They have the Giants in fourth place this year at 80 and 82. So
Yeah,
we are.
it's a tougher division with obviously we talked about the Dodgers and their offseason. The Diamondbacks just went to the World Series and had a pretty strong offseason. The Padres don't have Soto. I could see the Giants finishing third in this division and pushing for second, to be honest. Like this,
Yeah.
if they had a bat, it would put them more in the mix for sure.
I would expect the D-backs to continue on that path of last year. You got to the World Series, you lost. There's a lot of fire in their bellies right there,
Yeah.
and they know that they can get there. So they're a little dangerous in that sense, but they also had a stretch last year where they were falling apart.
Oh yeah.
So, um, with the Giants, new manager, right? New type of how they do things. Um, I would say that the Giants, I have them over the Padres right now.
I think so too.
But the Padres do have Yu Darvish, they do have Musgrove, and they do have Michael King.
Right.
So it's just obviously you let go of Soto, Grisham. They have no outfield right now.
No.
So it's kind of too early right now. We're on Sunday the 18th. We're recording this.
Yep.
So um February 18th. So spring training just started.
Yep.
And the Padres do need to add outfielders. So right now, I would say give me a week. I wish we were recording this in a week, to be honest with
Yeah.
you, because I think we'll kind of know where those top four guys are going as far as Bellinger. Because what if Bellinger signed with the Giants? Then we're
Right.
talking
Oh, that
about a whole
changes
new
the
thing.
whole landscape of their team.
Yeah, Snell or Montgomery, right? I think that one of those three could end up there, or Chapman, all four.
Like
I think one of the four could.
they have a lot of money to spend if they want to. We looked at their
Yeah.
payroll. So it, it, it's you got to play the game of how far is too much because obviously you got to compete with the Dodgers, right? I mean, all you got to do is get in the playoffs. The Diamondbacks just proved that last year. Not the
Yeah.
best team on paper, and they beat the Dodgers and they beat the Phillies in the playoffs. Like it's you just got to get in and anything can happen. It's playoff baseball, right? So obviously
Hmm.
the Giants, if they can add a little bit more, help put that team over the hump, I can see that being a fit too.
Yep. Alrighty, guys. Like and subscribe. Sorry for the little malfunctions we had in this one.
No, it's all good.
But like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.